know, they will know. The sun is rising. From east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising. We shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain or misery. Never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good. But we are blessed by Chukwuka Biafra. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the wind of a tunnel. It will shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising. From east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising. We shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. The windows and curtains, green lights be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the black stripe, black strands crossing grey stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder and reminisce, actions I see malice. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag, all around the world. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag, all around the world. We go carry the cross together. We walk through to Zion. We stumble, we rise. Out of victory will stand. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising. From east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? I still wave your flag all over the world. Because the sun is rising. Still we shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. They will know, they will know, they will know. The sun is rising. Wave your flag anywhere you are. Yeah. Can't you see the sun is rising? Freedom, freedom, yeah. We shine the sun, we are rising.
Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, wherever you are today, being the 14th day in the month of March 2025. My name is Mazi Lionman Leone. Mazi Lionman Leone hail from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Biafra land, in Biafra province, or Biafra land. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I welcome you to this very live broadcast today, as I'm going to deeply reviewed what is playing behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continuously illegal detention. There are this particular man, Mr. Bawala, who said similar thing. Why I am bringing this thing to the notice of the world today is that we must be exposing every single act behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegal detention. One, now that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been reassigned to another new judge after the discharge and acquitted that was ruled by the competent courts of the same Nigeria state, and that particular ruling was disobeyed by the former administration, and again this time around that disobedience have continued, making the judiciary department of Nigeria very, very insignificant, and bringing it to the to the total destruction. Now, there are something I want to call the attention of the world. You know, we connect some things. We connect things that happened at the past and the things that have continued to happen at present. Most of you will remember the interview that was aired by Lai Mohammed, the former information minister during the Buhari's administration, and what the Mr. Bauer have also said recent time, now beginning to rhyme together with what Lai Mohammed said. I remember vividly in Arise TV during the Muhammad Buhari's administration, when Lai Mohammed was interviewed based on the insecurity, based on the insecurity in the country. I remember vividly how wish I could find that particular interview. That particular interview should be on air because I will find it and I will post it one of these days. Lai Mohammed stated it very clear. He stated it very clear. And if you watch what Lai Mohammed said then and what Mr. Bawala have also said, you'll find out, you will agree with me that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB have never committed any single crime known to either national law or international law. This is why we are doing what we are doing. This is why we have continued to channel our quest for referendum through this manner. Many people may say, why are we allowing ourselves to be killed? Why not respond? Yes, we will not respond yet. But despite the provocation, the only thing we will do is to continue to expose them until there is something they said when you have already pushed the people to the wall. Why we don't want to respond on time is because we want those who feel that what we are asking for is not worthy asking for. So now, as years, remember what we said about Nigeria. We said Nigeria is always better. Nigeria yesterday is always better than her tomorrow. And that word has a lot of deep meaning. If you watch Nigeria today, you are seeing as day is going to break tomorrow, as we are going to enter into tomorrow, you find out that, you will be asking God, why can't you keep yesterday? Why bringing you into another day? Nigeria keep on becoming worst as day goes by. Nigeria becoming worst. Nigeria of last year is not Nigeria of this year. The brutality, the killing, the lawlessness has increased more than the last year old. So before the end of this year, it will increase. Then next year, it will more increase. That's why we said, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, God in heaven will continue to fight for IPOB. While we will continue to push physically, while the heaven and the spirit being that control the earth and the heaven will continue to make the picture more clearer to those who are still blind. Now, I want to revise what I want to quote exactly what Lai Mohammed quoted on that Arise TV interview during the Lai Mohammed administration. When a journalist asked him, Mr. Minister of Information, what is your stand concerning the Boko Haram bandits and the henchmen ravaging the country? I remember vividly what a whole minister of information said. He said, well, in their own regard, that they are exercising something that the government officials have asked. What is their anger? Then the journalist asked him, then when this question was asked to these people who are killing our soldiers, killing the police, ravaging villages, slaughtering the innocent citizens in their various villages in the north, what is their response? He said government have engaged them. He said they have people that they have sent to engage them, negotiate with them. He said sometimes when you call them, they respond. They come, they stage them, they negotiate. These are the people who are killing the Nigerian officials. These are the people who have made so many family fatherless and motherless. I mean, the people serving as police and the army in Nigeria. They have rendered so many families useless in the north. Many villages have been shut down by the activities of these people. And the former minister were referring to them as people exercising anger over the situation of Nigeria. And that is exactly what you say. They are exercising anger over the situation of Nigeria. Then the journalist asked Lai Mohammed then, is this worth exercising while taking other people's life? He said they will continue to engage them. He said government will continue to engage them. Then when it comes to IPOP, then the journalist asked him, what is their stand on IPOP? Lai Mohammed didn't have enough, what do you call it, enough convincing word to present IPOP. The only thing he said, well, that the journalists have asked a very important question. The journalist said, okay, can you explain to us why IPOP is being treated the way they are being treated? He said, one, that IPOP does not believe in the unity of Nigeria. That the IPOP want to divide the sovereignty of Nigeria. Do you hear? I think you understand what I'm saying. He said the IPOP offense is that they want to divide this country. The journalist asked him, are they trying to divide the country? Say because the utterances they are using, the word they are using, they want to divide the country. They don't want the unity of the country. But that Boko Haram and the bandits believe in one Nigeria. That word, and I have never forgotten that word. He said the Boko Haram and the bandit and the other terrorist groups in the north believe in one Nigeria. The journalist asked him, somebody that believes in one Nigeria, then killing the citizens of where they believed as a country. Does that make any sense? He said because these people, they lack enough knowledge. That is why they are going in a wrong path, which government will keep on trying to make peace. I note that particular interview down. Then this thing have repeated itself again this year. I would like the moderator on the studio, please. I don't know if anybody can help me put. There is one video of Mr. Bawala trying to explain. I want that video to be played, please. If there anybody.
Someone said, if you release this man, it would lead to peace, and those that have been committing criminality, hiding under IPOP, will be exposed. Is it not time we look at alternative dispute mechanisms to deal with this situation? Is this something the president might consider?
So everything in life begins with the person. Like, for example, are you a Christian?
Yes.
So there are people, they call them born again, right? Do you know how they became born again? They acknowledge their sins. They repented. They are forgiven. Their sins are forgiven, and then they become born again. Unless there is acknowledgement by the person in question, I am denouncing this. I want people. She talked about the de-radicalization. Then government can intervene. You cannot sit where you sit holding that thought and position that is criminal, and then you're.
Yes, there is something I want to say here now. That's why I ask you to pause the video. There is something he said. This Mr. Bawala said here now. Did you hear? I hope everybody hear what he said. He said, he asked the journalist, are you a Christian? The journalist replied, yes. He said, okay. In Christianity, there is something they call acknowledging your sin before forgiveness. He didn't stop there. I want to use his own word to analyze this thing, to open the eyes of the world. Because most of people are not paying attention on this, what is playing around Mazi and the Kanu. He now said, acknowledging your sins first, then you will be forgiven as a Christian. Then he went ahead and said, he have to denounce what he's saying, what he have been saying. Now, what exactly is this man saying of denouncing? So they want Mazi Kanu to denounce the quest for referendum for the people of Biafra. Because what IPOB is agitating for and making the demand for is Biafra that will exist through referendum, so that nobody we are taking it in a civil way, in a democratic way, so that everybody, one man, one vote. And the Mazi Kanu have said this thing on Radio Biafra, which the voice are still there. When he said, one certain time he said on Radio Biafra, that he wants Nigeria to conduct referendum, so that everybody will go to the ballot box, and cast their vote of what they want. If they want the unity, you say, if our people that IPOB is agitating for their freedom decided on that polling unit and said they are voting to stay in Nigeria, imagine now they can make it very open. He said, who am I? Who is IPOB to stop the people? He said then he will drop everything. He will drop about Biafra because the people have spoken. So what else? What else can man do to showcase that this person is totally civil in his engagement? IPOB have been very civil and very civilized in their engagement. It is only Nigeria, due to the advice of British, they know how they are master in provocation. Like what I was saying the other day on my page before the bad weather began. So I have to quit this thing and the life first. Britain are very smart in provoking the people, and when they provoke, they will run to media. Why Britain are finding it very difficult this time around to blackmail the IPOB agitators? Do you know why? Because we discovered their weapon, which they have used to blackmail other countries who some individuals were demanding for freedom. They tag them whatever they want. They push it on media, and media will carry it. The campaign will carry. Will start going on. Why Britain have never done that against IPOB? Because when they made the attempt, we follow them up. They bring it down. When they plan, so in other way, they couldn't do it by themselves through media, which have been their old tactics of blackmailing the people. Now they have secretly advised Nigeria state, start killing them. Let us see, by killing them, they will be provoked to respond in proportion of your actions. We have that code. We say, okay, even with that, we will continue approaching these people the way we want it. We are the one to control them, not them to control us. That's why we are being very careful. If you watch what Lai Mohammed said and what this present Mr. Bawala have said, it's the same. He said until the person in question acknowledge his sin. What is the sin? Demanding for freedom. Then he said that is when the Mr. President can come in and free him. He said that's when Mr. President will come in and free him. So what exactly, and there is what do you call it? Twitter from the former aide to Buhari after the last court of Mazi Kanu. The same thing this man is saying, and the same thing what the Lai Mohammed have said at the past, is the same thing they are saying. I remember that tweet. He said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must denounce Biafra. Binta Yako said the same thing, that he must denounce Biafra. So for a man to denounce his what do you call it? Let me call it his request or his desire, that have to be done by, by banding the man, by putting chain on the man's leg and the hands. So which means the man has no sin, he has no crime he committed known to the law. So the only sin this man have committed is demanding for referendum. So when have demanding for referendum become a sin, this is exactly what I want us to deliberate today on this particular BTV today. That's why I will give opportunity for call. I will pick call today, but not now. When I'm ready, I will ask the moderator to open the line. I will pick call today because we have to get to the root of this issue. So, because for the man to denounce his desire, that is why they went and kidnapped the man, brought the man into the country without due process of extradition. They committed extraordinary rendition just to make the man denounce his desire or his quest. So it is very, very obvious and it is very, very clear to everyone now that all these killing Nigeria state have killed IPOB, they are killing us just for one particular reason. Do not mention the name of your identity. And the same people can comfortably call themselves Arewa. People who are against us mentioning our name, Biafra, can comfortably call themselves Arewa Forum. The same people can comfortably call themselves Odudua or Afenifere. Is that what they want to tell me? So, are we in such level of enslavement in Nigeria that so the Biafrans are so being enslaved to the point that as a slave now, the masters have said you must not mention your name. The name they give you is what you must answer. No, I want the intelligent ones to come up and make this thing clear to us. Is enslavement still in existence? If it's still in existence, they should make it to us and say, okay, these people, you are slave. We are the masters. And for this reason, you must not mention your identity because I have bought over you. As I bought over you, I will give him the name, whatever name I like. Like they give to the part of Biafra, they say they call themselves South, and the people accepted it. South, which have never been in existence in any geographic map. I have never seen such definition in any geographic map in my life. South. And the people accepted it and answering it. So that is what they want to pass to, or they want to say, okay, whatever we call you, you answer. Because we have bought over you. So if they have bought over you, over us, we want to ask, who is the seller? Who sold us? The person they pay the money of our being bought over, they should provide the person as, oh, they can look at the person that sold you. Look at the marketer. Until Nigeria and the British government did that, they have to come and do that. Tell us who is our seller. And what date did they bought us? What is the document that the person who sold us signed? They have to provide all these things. That is only when we will shut up. That is only when we will not act. Because when you are sold, you don't have right to challenge the buyer. Because the buyer have bought over you. And they must tell us that slave trade is still on. They must tell us that this business is still on, so that we will know our stand. The same thing all of them have been saying, other officials have been saying. A senator from the north have said the same thing. He said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have to denounce Biafra. When Barrister Alod Ejimako and the Mimi, let me use this word, pardon me, let me use the word, shamelessly visited the house of Babangida, that was exactly what Babangida said. He said, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu denounce Biafra, they are going to give order to release him, that he didn't commit any crime. Babangida confirmed it in his house. When they visited Gowan, Alo de Jimako and the Mimi and some people, they secretly went and, shameful journey. I call it shameful journey. Meeting people who want you dead is kind of disgrace. It's a disgraceful journey. The same thing they said. The same thing Gowan said. Gowan is still alive. He said they want they wasted a lot of blood to see that Nigeria stand as a country. That was what Gowan responded to them. That he knew that the man didn't commit any crime, but his crime is trying to divide this country. That is not a good idea. That was, go and call Prince Mimi, call our Lord Ejimako, they will confirm what I'm saying. He answered them. He said, it doesn't make any sense for dividing the country. And the Court of Appeal, which is the very competent court of Nigeria, have looked into this case, studied the case, see the consequences of what they are doing against the innocent people and the innocent man, and they pronounce it very openly. This man has no crime or whatsoever, and there is no court in Nigeria have the jurisdiction to try this man. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were discharged and acquitted. Now, let me take us back in terms of evidence, because I know why I am hitting on this issue so much. Maybe people will say, what is Lionman seeing in this particular issue of this judiciary and Nigeria government? Yes, I have to hit on it, because we have to bring out that truth. We have to bring out that truth where it is hidden and present it to the table so that every word will see it and ask questions. Because if you hide it, many may not know what is going on. Then this thing continue. This injustice continue. What is it in terms of evidence? Have IPOB in whatsoever instigated any kind of violence since the agitation? If anybody that have the proof, because I'm a man who believes in proof, I believe in evidence, because I live with the white people. White people believe in evidence. If you go to police station now and said, let me report Lionman, let me carry allegation against him so that to stop him from what he's doing, you can only go to police here. They will welcome you, they will open the door for you. You enter. They will ask you, what is your mission in their station? You say, okay, you want to see them over some information. They will say, okay, what is the information? You may show them my picture. They say, okay, what is the name? You tell them the name. They will use my picture to go into the central identity research. They will discover who I am and my original name. They will tell you, you're welcome. What do you here for? What information do you want to pass to us concerning this person? You say, okay, and so. They will tell you, okay, thank you. We have had you. We will go into investigation. We will go into work over this person. That time, they may assign up to 5 police officers, including women. Including women. They will assign them to you. They will be following you. It doesn't make any, because they don't believe in, the wife don't believe in sentiment. They don't believe in, what do you call it, manual information or audio information. They believe in evidence. Now they will not go into work. They may follow you for 6 months, they may follow you for 1 year, depending on what you report. They will follow and follow and follow and follow, and they will dedicate themselves on that report you brought to them. At the end of the day, they find nothing. They will take that report and fling it away. They will start looking for the reporter. That person who brought that up, they will start looking for him. And they will get the person, because before the person left there, they will photocopy the document and keep. So they know where to get the person if they want to get the person. If they don't want to look for the person, there's something they do. They will go to the central system and place that person as a wanted person, unknowing to him or her. Do you know why? Anytime it has anything to do with God document, as soon as he go to that place and they click it, they will tell the person, wait here, we are coming. The next thing that person will see, you will see police standing at his back or her back. Please follow us. We want to question you. They will take you. That is when you will realize that police have carried you. They will take you to the room where they will investigate. So time, you brought in an information, and that information was false. Why did you do that? You will explain. So I don't want any alleged, any false accusation. I want these people. I want Nigeria Judiciary and Nigeria Security Department, including the Army Chief of Staffs and the police IG and even the politicians. I want them to provide evidence that shows that IPOB have ever engaged in any violence. Right from Umpo massacre, what was IPOB holding? IPOB was holding Biafra flag, waving it. In response to that waving of that flag, Nigeria government opened magazine, pour bullets, live bullets. A lot of people died at that spot in Import. The video is still there. I hope, I don't know if moderator can get the video, if the video is available, because we have to bring this thing out for the world to see. If the video is available. Okay. No problem. So now you will see the brutal engagement of Nigeria state, provocation. This is what I'm talking about, advised by the Britain. That is step of provocation. Still, we lost men, women, children at that incident. We didn't respond violently. What we did, we took the video to Amnesty International, we took the video to United Nations. Today, these people that we took these videos to have never said anything. The Amnesty International only issued some statement concerning that brutal act against Nigeria state. That is all. Till that today, nobody have brought into book for that act of violence. Now, that is one. In Abia State, the same thing happened. Flag were moving. Songs, they were singing songs. Nigeria came there and opened up life bullets against the peaceful gathering, waving ordinary flag. In River State, Iguacha, the same thing. In Enugu, the same thing. So, as I am been mentioning all the evidence against Nigerian state, I want Nigerian state to mention their own evidence with proof. We our own. If you ask me to borrow Lionman, or if I am invited by the United Nations or European Union or whatever organization, Mr. Lionman, can you come up with evidence of what you said on BTV? Of course, I'm coming with evidence. I will give them the video. They will play it. They will see. But I want Nigeria state now to deep down to their own mindset. I want them now, if anybody call Nigeria now, call Nigeria Army or Nigeria Chief of Army Staff and say, sir, you are being invited by the United Nations or European Union. Bring the video evidence of IPOB violent engagement. Did you think that that man will provide it? Did he have any to provide? The answer is no. Or you call Nigeria IG, Inspector General of Police, and say, oh, you have been invited in America to give us evidence so that we can act against IPOB. Do you think that they have anything to present? Because all the places they have gone for lobby against IPOB to be tagged terrorist organization internationally, these are the challenges they are facing. Go and ask the officials. These have been their challenge. There is there is criteria for this particular pronunciation. We cannot just pronounce because you have pronounced, because your own pronunciation were done illegally without the rules of engagement. That is why we have never recognized what you pronounce. That's what they always tell Nigeria lobbyists when they go to lobby. They have sent, I remember eventually they sent Dave Omai to one of this mission as a person who come from the same region where IPOB come from. Dave Omai went there and they told him, do you have evidence? Dave Omai was just only speaking only from mouth. They said, no, we don't believe in this thing. We believe in the evidence document. They even showed Dave Omai Mpo massacre. They say, is that what you're talking about? Is it not the government? Is it not government officials are the ones shooting? Are there? Is these people wearing uniform? Are they IPOB shooting? Dave Omai put his face on the ground. Couldn't speak. When they sent the former administration of Buhari, when the Attorney General went for one mission like that too, when he went there, they say, give us evidence. They play the one of Iguacha and but they play two videos for him. They say, is it the IPOB? Are they the one putting army uniform and police uniform? I knew what the man answered. He said, no, that was when the security officers were provoked and responded. They said, that is exactly where we are asked. We want to see that provocation video. If these people can bring this video, so does it mean that Nigeria that's supposed to have the video evidence does not have the video evidence of against the people they want to crucify? They came back. British government have done so much to see that they achieve this thing. But what is holding them is there is no evidence against us. I was discussing with one man one day, a politician. I said, Oga, stop talking, stop making noise. What you people are making as Nigeria officials, because you are enjoying corruption, good. People are making noise. IPOB, we don't make noise. We have evidence before you. Do you have anyone? He said IPOB are killing and this. I said, fine, sir. I am not here to defend our organization or our identity. But I am here to say, do you have any evidence? If you have any evidence, bring it out, Oga. Period. Save your time and save my time. Bring the evidence out. He said, what is going on in the southeast and that? I said, do you have proof of what is going on? Do you have proof? I said, the only evidence you people have is ESN inside the bush chasing cow that is destroying people's farm production. Their farm produce, destroying it. Somebody will lead hundreds of cows into somebody hard-earned business and destroy it. And government will not pay compensation. No governor will come out and say, okay, for destroying this thing, federal government, give me 10 million to pay the farmer. Because I strongly believe if this kind of thing have been done, where farmer will be paid 20 million, 50 million, I will see how the federal government will not call the Funanis to order. Because if the justice is being carried out accordingly, even me, I will encourage our people to go and do farm. So that whenever Funani enter there and destroy the farm, then they smile to bank. After all, what they are farming is to make money. Yes! You want Funani? This is what I have been challenging our governors to for. I said, you want Funani association in Biafra land. And this is what I discussed to one close politician with me. I said, you people want Funani? He said, no. I said, no. Yes or no? You people want Funani? He said, I said, okay. As a politician, can you bring a policy that will secure the farmers? He said, what type of policy? I said, yes. Tell all the House of Assembly members, State House of Assembly members that are made up the whole Biafra land to pass a law that anybody that Funani cow entered into his or her farm will receive 50 million. He said, what? The man shouted at me. He said, what? Lionman. I said, you want to send government into bankrupt? I said, okay. Are you not the one that want the Funani? You want the association of Funani with cow in these modern days where ranches are being built to rear animals, but you want them to be moving into somebody's backyard, going to the kitchens, leading cow to somebody's compound. That's no problem. Everything has solution in life. I said, ESN will stop chasing those cow, killing those cow in the bushes. They will stop doing that only when you take the measure that I told you. Go to the house, ask all of them to pass law and implement the law, put the bill, pass it into law. That anybody, any farmer, no matter how small that farm is, Funani herdsmen lead cow into the farm, that they should be paid 50 million naira. And no delay. And this money must be paid as far as the evidence is there. The man have gone there. Funani have scattered everywhere. Evidence is there. As soon as he approach court, within 21 days, you have to get the alert inside his account. I said that is the only way these terrorists can operate. Since you people want the terrorists within our society, we are welcoming the terrorists, no problem, but on one condition. No matter how little the farm is, you people will pass the law, 50 million. I said, do you think that you people have sense? Do you think that you people are wise? In this manner, if we see any cow moving around, we end the cow. This man could not respond anything till now. I say, Oga, when you have taken this, our argument to your politicians, your governors, they are responding, come and give it to me. I sent him a message the other day. He looked at the message, he didn't respond. I said, "Okay, I'm still waiting for your response though, concerning our discussion." He never responded till now. So what am I saying here? So can a man and the people being detained illegally for exercising their fundamental rights only in Nigeria? Only in Nigeria. So that means if he refuse to denounce Biafra, he will be in detention eternity. Is that what they're telling us? Because that is the definite, that is the pure language of what they're saying. Because like Muhammad said it, former aide to Buhari tweeted it. Not only tweeted it, he said it on interview too. Bawala recently have said the same thing. Now, I want to, due to the evidence before us, according to the what they said, that is our sin. I want to ask the Eastern regional governors who have killed innocent people in order way to help their slave masters to maintain their company called Nigeria. I want to ask them. So you have been killing your own youth, killing children and women. For not committing any crime. Their crime is that they said make a provision for referendum. I have grown as a full man. I have grown as a full woman to decide my future. Because how Nigeria were formed is you are this. And that was it. Now we want to say, okay, you cannot just come and point at me at this my age and say you are this. No, I will tell you no. I am from Ungwa. You will now wake up one day and say, Lion man, you from today you are from Asia, in Benin, or from today you are from Obumoso in Yoruba land. The only thing I will smile. I will ask you: are you running? Are you out of your mind? Are you being disturbed mentally? That is the question I will ask you because it's laughable. I will first of all laugh at you. I say this one is like it's running mental. That is my response to you. So what are we talking about here? Why is it Mazi and Kanu still in detention? Since all of them knew that there is no crime this man commit. The only crime he commit that is give me referendum. Let my people make their choice. And he is in the forefront of this request. What is Nigeria? What are they afraid of in terms of this referendum? What exactly are they afraid of? We want to know. Can they boldly bring it on the table? So we are afraid of this. That is why we don't want. But you said you are running democracy. So referendum, is there anything different from the democratic system you said you claim that you are running? That's nothing different. It's the same. When you want to select your leader, you deceive the people and say, come, election time. So when it comes to our own request, you are afraid to lead the people into election as well. I don't understand. This thing you have to bring the clarity of this issue before the entire world. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being there, taken away from his family, taken away out of his children, taken away out of his wife, just for micro few myopic individual who may say this particular company is favoring us. So anybody who want to shut down the company corruption will have the person to be killed. Is that what they're telling us? Because that is the meaning. That is the meaning. Or anybody who challenges the terrorists who are ravaging people's farm and raping women and killing the farmers that people does not have. So it seems like the terrorists in Nigeria has a immunity clause. That's what I'm discovering. Because the case of a farmer called, what is the name of this farmer? Jackson, who Funani took to his farm, damaging his hard work in his farm. And they confronted the Funani. He was stabbed many places. And the man overpowered the Funani man only to respond in defense. And the man, he was able to kill the Funani man. The Supreme Court that confirmed and ruled that the man should be sentenced to death by hanging. Many people in Nigeria have this particular decision of that court have raised a very big question. So now what the court is telling the whole entire world is, in Nigeria, in terms of the Fulani, there is nothing called self-defense. Self-defense now in Nigeria is a crime. Now, this took me to the lawyer in Anambra that EFCC illegally went to his house according to, this is what I'm talking about, according to manual information, according to utterance information. Somebody, that's why people are very careful when somebody reports somebody. Because as I am now, I may hate somebody for no reason. I will just say maybe because of, maybe you are my neighbor. The kind of aroma of food that is coming from your place, I don't have money to cook the same thing. Somebody, that is human being for you. Is in the black, is in the white. The person may look how you live, the clothes you wear, how your shoe look nice, and stand up one day and said, let me go and report this person. Because the lawyer, the incident in Anambra, the lawyer, the doctor, the medical doctor, somebody pointed at his compound and said, he's into fraud. EFCC did not follow that man for 1 week. Okay, let us follow him for 1 week or 2 weeks to know if it is practicing fraud. The only thing they noticed that the man has a nice car, the man has a nice house, the man is living well. That is all. That's the only offense of this man. They now go and recruit themselves and just wake up from their station and say, let us go there and raid the house. No approval from court, no official serving of people. But I thought that in terms of financial crime case, you have to serve somebody paper to come and respond. No paper, no notification was served. They start jumping to the man, and the man has a licensed gun in his house. The man shot the thief that jumped the fence into his house. He shot the thief dead. Now I want to remind every word. Do you remember the news? I don't know if our moderator can get that news, where they said that people who pretend like EFCC officials went and they robbed everyone in a hotel. I think, is it somewhere in the east or in the north? They said they pretended to be EFCC with the EFCC when they jumped in, they robbed all the rooms in the hotel and kidnapped, I think, 3 people. I don't know if those people have been released. People wore EFCC. So tell me, do you know why those people gathered the morale to achieve that particular robbery, that particular crime? Do you know who sent them positive signal to do that? It is Nigeria State. It is Nigeria State who sent them signal. But many journalists are not looking at that area in Nigeria. That's why I say journalism is dead in Nigeria. And anywhere, any country where journalism is dead, that country is finished. Because people who sustain country are journalists, policing, and the judiciary. Let me tell you something. All over the world, public office holders are very liable to thief, to commit crime because of it's not easy to manage public revenue without your eye being entering there. It takes a man of extraordinary character to not engage in corruption when he is in a public office. I am telling you. Go and ask any intelligent person. He would say the same thing I've said. But what keep these people, what bind them to be responsible is the law, which is the judiciary, and the policing, which is the police, and the exposers, those who expose them, which is the journalist. Now, journalists are not saying anything concerning that incident of that hotel where people wore EFCC uniform and robbed the whole hotel and they now kidnapped people and went and left. Because of what happened in Anambra about the medical doctor, which Nigeria arrested the man for shooting a thief who jumped into his compound. Now, they call it, they declare, they were able to announce the killing of the EFCC official because there is a killing incident in that compound. Now, I want to put it to all of you. I have never discussed that matter. I have never had time to discuss that matter. Now, I bet you, if they went there, that man did not have any gun to defend his family. Believe me, those people, they are going there to do kidnapping. Either they are going there to kidnap the man or kidnap any family member of that man or to rob that compound. Which, if they succeeded in robbing that compound, they will now say it is thief that robbed the man, not EFCC again. You see that hotel where they rob everybody and kidnap people. If there is any armed person that is there and fired arm and somebody died, one of those people who wear that uniform died. Believe me, the following day, Nigeria State will announce it that, they went to hotel to raid some fraudsters and somebody shot there and that person will be handcuffed, that person will be killed, that person will be taken to jail. That is only when they will not target EFCC. So what am I saying? I am asking everybody, every brave man in Nigeria today, if anybody entered their compound in the name of wearing EFCC without any formal information from the judiciary or from any invitation, my brother, defend yourself. Always remind Nigeria State of what happened in that hotel. Defend yourself. Don't say, I didn't tell you. Because entering there, they may end up kidnapping you, or they may end up robbing you, or they may even end up killing you. Then that time it will be criminals, not EFCs. Because what happened to Jackson, the farmer, is very easy to analyze. How can somebody that sustained knife injury by Fulani, only for God to help him to overpower the killer, and we are able to kill the person? Then they now turn around and sentence the man with the damage, with the evidence of cow inside his file, even without that Fulani even stabbing him of knife evidence. Let's say that man did not sustain any injury. As far as that is livestock parading in that farmland, that man has the right to kill that person who brought that livestock into that farm. If it is in abroad, that man have every right to kill the person. Because that is trespassing into somebody's business that he paid tax from. So government will back the man up. The evidence the judge will be capitalized on. Where is this cow were found? Is inside the man farm business center. You brought something that will destroy the man business, and you want the businessman to allow you to go free without you being dropped dead. You a joke. You a joke. Apart from the sustaining of injury of that man, I am talking about now neutral, no injury occur. That man have every right to bring that person down in that particular business center, because that farm is his business center. That farm is his business center. So what they're telling us now is the evidence that Nigeria states are holding against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOP now. I then go to Tokyo because of ESN used to shot cows dead in somebody's farm where they find them. Then we will not take them to Southeast governors. There is implementation of law, a bill that was passed into law. I think that bill was passed into law, 2020, if I am not mistaken. I am taking you back now to refresh your memory. There is a standing law bill that was established by Southeast politicians that opening grazing is totally banned. And when we asked the Southeast governors to implement the law, they couldn't implement the law because of they are slaves before the terrorist financiers. Then, as IPOB, Eastern Security Network, that have come to guide and secure properties and life of the Easterners. What I mean by properties and life is the farm properties, not domestic properties, farm properties, who have come to implement this thing against the opening grazing that was passed, the bill that was passed by the elected governors and the elected House of Rep members from the Southeast. They passed the law, IPOB is implementing the law because it is people who have the power to implement what they want. When they pass the law, we welcome them for passing the law. When they delay from implementation, we implement it for them. We implement the law for them. That's just it. So now, what evidence are they going to bring before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No evidence. But I am just saying this thing today so that the lawyers will know what they are going there to do. If Nigeria provide only one evidence against this man or against IPOB, only one, then I will applaud them. Lionman will clap for them. There is no single evidence against IPOB, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So why all this provocation, testing the mind, testing the bitterness of the people? I hope one day those things that they are the owner of this earth, who have developed this attitude of pushing people to the wall. I hope one day you survive when these people, when you push us to the wall, the only option that left is to turn back and look at your face and say, I have nowhere to go. This is wall. Oh yeah, come, let us fight. I hope you will be able. I hope you will be able to face that fight every day. Because this is how everything starts. When you push somebody to the wall, there is a level where that person will reach. That person will say, oh, there's no way to go again. Oh yeah, come. And the people who always in that character always lose. Because when the man said, come, he have determined either death or alive. That time you will see that your gara gara may end that very day. Because this is the world. The man have nowhere to go again. He said he will not remove his shoe, adjust himself and say, come. Because that's the only thing I can do to be able to live. Come. Why I'm saying what I'm saying is the Igbo politicians should tread with care. Because when it happened, those people they think they will protect them, they will abandon them. Look at Ukraine. Ukraine is a very good example. Ukraine stands as a very clear example. The European, France and the Britain that sent them to instigate them against Russia, where are they today? Haven't them abandoned them? All these things you are seeing now is medicine after death. They are just spreading for shame. And the shame that is going to be for them is more huja if they try any further, if they make any further attempt. I am just reminding all these politicians to be very careful. Nothing lasts forever. That a way you will push people, the people say, let everybody go down today. Then what are you going to do that time? Do you think you have anywhere to run to? You, as an Igbo man or as a Biafra man, do you think you will run to Saudi Arabia, they will welcome you? Do you think you will run to Niger Republic, they will welcome you? That time, the Fulanese will run back to where they come from. It will be only, you will now be left with your own fate and your people. That time you will cry, and I know. Why have I been so stupid all these years against my own people? Against my own people. Against my own people. Why have I done this? This is what it will be. So, what I am saying in conclusion, I want every politician from the East, from the Biafra land as a whole, including Wike, who is jumping up and down, making, eh? No, 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 leave it. So, now, you now see, okay, you can put the numbers. Put the number, let me take call every a few minutes. So, you will now realize what you have done to yourself. Because this is where I see everything ending. They will abandon you, they will run for their own safety. They will run for their own safety. Those who want to call in can call in and ask questions. If you have any meaningful this contribution, you made your meaningful contribution regarding this particular matter. And each caller, please, you make sure you don't. I will give you 2 minutes, each caller 2 minutes to ask your question, please. If you send more than 2 minutes, I will cut you off. So this is it. Search your conscience. The governor should start search their conscience. And another thing we have to deliberate on the abused. of power going on in Anambra. Last time I called on Soludo on media, I said, retrace your steps. Who is your security advisor? I said, something is going wrong in Anambra State. I said, check who is your security advisor and discharge that man with immediate effect. That man is your political enemy. One day, I'm going to tell all the Eastern regional, because when they want to form the security, it's like, I don't know the kind of education that these people acquired. I don't know. When you want to, this is called homeland security. This is not federal security. Because the state security is supposed to be homeland security. It's supposed to be community security. Yeah. Either you call it homeland security or you call it community security. You shouldn't form security like the securities belong to federal government. No. That is not how to form community policing. Because what Soludo did in Anambra now, we can easily target community policing. That is a way community policing used to do. Let me teach them that. Because that's where we are here. We have to teach them because these people, they don't know anything. They don't know their left from their right. Now, this goes to Anambra governor. If you want to form community policing, this is how to do it. Now that I am from, let me use my own side as an example. Now I am from Obiungwa in Abia State. What you have to do, if you come to that Obiungwa in Abia State, this community name may be Adamma community. You go to that Adamma community and pick commander of that community policing. When you pick commander, you mobilize them with something, movement, mobile. It made them be mobile. I think if this vehicle or whatever or machine, you provide every necessary security distinct for that Adamma community, and the man must come from the same community. The commander must come from the same community. Why are you bringing the commander from that same community? Because this man is born there. He knows everything about them there. He know who is who. He know who is criminal. He know who is innocent. Then you now bring another man from another community and make him second in command, second commander. You can't bring the same people from there. But the man who must be the commander must come from that. That is what that is called. That is the reason why it is called community policing. From that community, you make another man from another place, second. Then you bring some few youth from that same community and recruit them and hand over to that man. They're all from this community. Then you mix them. You mix them up. Do you know why? To avoid hatred engagement by that policing. This is how you will do it. Then, when these people detect any criminality involvement or activities going on, that is how it is done in abroad. When they detect, they will now take the reports of what the funding they have made within the community on the network of these criminals. They will not take it to the central community policing, which somebody must be the boss of that particular community policing. They will not take the report there. When they take the report there, they will now look into the case. Is it the case we can go for the arrest for ourselves? Or is it the case we will need state police to come in? Or is it the case we will need federal police to come in? If it is the case, they will now weigh the case. That very day, that of operation, the ones the people from that community who are into that security outfit will now wear their masks, cover their face. Why the official police from the state, because that state, that crime is above the community. Those ones will be unmasked. Because when everybody is unmasked, which means terrorists have entered. Some will cover their face. Then they will lead them to go and box the place. And before that boxing will happen, they must know the retirement time of these criminals. What I mean by retirement time is not somebody who have want to retire to go and rest. Retirement in a security language, retirement time means when those criminals have done their criminality, they want to go and rest. That's what it's called. When you hear retirement time, that's when they are available in their location. It is called retirement time. You will not know their retirement time. That is when you are going to bust that place. If their retirement time is 2 a.m., you are going to make sure you bust that place 2 a.m. and catch all of them. If it is 4, you make sure you catch them by 4. If it is afternoon, you make sure you target that time, their retirement time, because that is benefit of community policing, because somebody is monitoring them already before the squad will come. Somebody is already there, even monitoring them. If unfortunately when the police, state police are coming, they see that maybe they left, the person will still call them, go back. You will still call the squad, go back, go back. They have just left now. There's no need of going there. Go back, they have just left. Then you will strategize yourself for another day mission. But one day, at that retirement time, you get them. The job must be carried out perfectly. All this abuse, shooting innocent people, looking at abusing people, beating people, doing this, that is not how to do community policing, for goodness sake. Why is it that our politicians are so, I don't know, they are so adamant and so naive in their engagement? Why? This is where they are jealous about ESN. They want IPOB to hand over ESN to them, for them to rubbish them the way they are rubbishing Nigeria police, rubbishing Nigeria army. Because they don't know anything. People who are expert at handling something, you want them to come and hand it over to you to make the one you have half market. The police you have in Nigeria, haven't you turned them to criminals? The army you have, haven't you turned them to kidnappers, organ harvesters? Is that what we are going to hand over, carry ESN and say, take? The one you have that is available in your position, you have messed everything up. Look at the one that Soludo form that is not up to 2 months or 3 months. See mess up everywhere. That you will now know that these people have nothing to offer. See mess up everywhere. Somebody who have a problem with his fellow man now can wake up in Anambra. That's what is going on. The report I got. That's what is going on in Anambra. Somebody can wake up and say, because he have targeted maybe they are dragging land, they will not go and call Udogachi. And Udogachi will go there. Before you know what, they shot the man. The man who tell them because they are dragging land have paid them, kill him. He doesn't want me to take the land. He have been fighting me legally on the court with this. Go and kill him. They will pay Udogachi. They will go and kill. Now that is another terrorists have been formed in the East. This is another, after Nigeria police terrorism and army terrorism, another one now has spring up through Soludo. Because everything I'm seeing there is the activities is more or less like terrorism. It's more or less like terrorism, which we must kick against. Everybody must stand up. I was happy that Soludo formed the security. in other way, according to it, to curtail criminality, to curtail illegality going on in Anambra, because this thing becomes so rampant in Anambra. But at the end, we have seen where this thing is going to. There is no solution. Instead of solution, everything is getting worse. Everything is getting worse. So, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I will quickly take 2 calls or one. If anybody, then we will call it a deal. We'll call it a deal. If anybody want to call in, you can call in now. Then I will take your question if you have any question to ask. The line is open. Okay, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. The brokers have come to an end. I thank every one of you who are here today to share this very program to spread this gospel of truth. And we shall continue. Our people and our place shall be a peaceful land as far as IPOB is alive and is available. We keep on doing our best. Time shall tell. We make sure that our place must be a place where people will come in and live in peace and harmony, live in love and not in bitterness. Thank you all for joining me today, being the 14th day in the month of March 2025. I say have a very good and wonderful weekend. Please, out there, be law-abiding, drink wisely. Please, don't drink and drive. God bless you all.
Uncle, your sister, your brothers are pleading with government to say, bypass all protocol and forgive. First of all, our judicial system, Nnamdi will have to have gone through the judicial process and be convicted before the president can exercise the order.
So, but there's still the presumption of innocence. He can't admit to what hasn't been officially said is a crime.
So if you don't admit, run through the process. You see, this the radicalization we talked about, they were not yet charged to court. Some of them were in court. It's acknowledgement. If you don't want to acknowledge, what's the basis of saying, I want to free him? Because some people say, if you free him, we'll handle him.
So,
what I'm trying to say is, Nnamdi Kanu is not different from another average Nigerian. The press who emphasize on the right of the ordinary man, and when they ask government, they keep saying ordinary man. You must talk about the real problem of ordinary people, rather than certain individuals that are the symbol of catchphrase and buzzwords. Somebody has to acknowledge his wrong and say, I want peace with government. I want to renounce what I'm saying. And then you can say, okay, there is evidence quotient to say that this person wants to live his own ways.
So, in essence, I think the summary of what we're saying is that there's going to, the government, the Nnamdi Kanu is going to be detained, and that the presidency will not at any point step into the arena.
The villa is not a police station. The president is not a prosecutor. He's the president of Nigeria, tasked with responsibility to govern Nigeria. Law enforcement will carry out their work, and then people in government will carry out their work. I want to beg the Nigerian media to not choose certain individuals and treat them as more special than other individuals with the disproportionate application of principles. The ordinary man, when it comes to hunger, it is good for the optics to talk about them. When it comes to criminal justice system, you isolate certain individuals. It's just like, let's say, corrupt people. Maybe there's a corrupt politician that's been in charge. There's some people who say, leave him. Meanwhile, the other people can be in detention. I made the point clear to you here. For de-radicalization to take place, there has to be acknowledgement and departure from your old way.
We get your message, sir. So,
thank you.
But that message is not for us. the message also should also be back. We have message.
No, it's actually Moses to you to tell them because they told you and you asked me.
Yes, but we're also giving the message that we get from the people back to the government.
Which is
the presidency is that what we hear and the pulse we're getting from them is that we need to see the government cutting down on the cost.
Yeah, that will be discussed for sure.
We're not saying that
effective communication of government policies, because there's a...
Why am I here?
Yes.
Only yesterday and today, I have granted interview. How many? We did podcasts, we did TV and all the places. What am I doing? I flew from Abuja. Communication. That's what I do. When the tax thing came, 32 interviews within 2 weeks.
Right.
We would always, and you're free anytime to call us.
We are not going back, but have a practical conversation that we'll not have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time with us this morning. And that does it for us here on Breakfast Central. Thank you for joining.
Oh na 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 na. Watch it out. Watch me far away. See me far away, Shabada. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself. Authentic say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see. Yeah. Unless you have the sense. You go learn to pretend. Do not run away. Kind of sober than you. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I am. Ohaneze Ndibo, how na day? I don't come to speak my mind with no delay. Let them know say una eyes clear about una way. Watch around. Many things they happen in that country you dey. So some people trouble upon people every day. Even when you dey, you go talk say you know dey. I need to understand why this one about. I need to understand why this truth apart. The promise that we got and nationalize. The promise we will live and no complaints. Watch me far away. Watch me far away. See me far away. See me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself. Authentic say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see. Yeah. Unless you have the sense. You go learn to pretend. Do not run away. Kind of sober than you. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I am. Samara, ta ta ta, cake channel, Boomba. See, I come back again to tell people say, now here we dey, we don't come to stay. I say no retreat, no surrender. We're living big, but no arrange. Look at the soldiers killing innocent Biafrans every day. Look at Islam is killing innocent Christians every day. It's depending me, it's depending me, it's depending me. Chukwuoki Kobiama, Mataranyo Senyemaka, Mataranyo Senyemaka. I know Ginaka, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I know, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mohamadike one, Biafra nine, Ayisigi Gabaniru, Onyaka ya docha, Weli feneme, Onye naya nejuno yine, Juku kwa mawaja. You are whiter than snow, Oku Gibesioku. We stand where you stand, we say no secret trial. Onyinye Chukwu Ezosika Osiki Mohamadike, no secret trial. Prophet Yahweh's young Osiki Mohamadike Osiki Jisike Mazus Ejike Kole Osiki one day Buje Bije Sikwa no weli feneme, o weli fenafio, o weli fenako. Ezi one name Victor Chimezie Okorochukwu Igbo Network Television London Osiki Jisike na hapu ginazu Biafra nile gedine nuwa Asiki Gabaniru, no secret trial, no secret trial, no secret trial, no secret trial. Hey! Watch me far away, see me far away. Tell me what you saw, I will show you what I have. Because I have myself, oh, then think say na defense, oh. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, oh, you go learn to pretend, oh. Do not run away. Find us over Daniel. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I say,